I hope that this finds you well in the midst of the coronavirus crisis. As we speak, Los Angeles, where I am here, has been locked down. All restaurants, bars, public gathering places, entertainment has all been shut down. I know worse has happened in San Francisco, and worse is probably coming. A lot of people, are sending me crazy things, and maybe you're getting them to all kinds of conspiracy theories and doomsday scenarios about what's to come. And it's wrapped in a lot of fear, a lot of fear. And when I get these things, I ask who sent them to me. I say, so what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do? Because I can't cure coronavirus. I'm guessing that you can't cure coronavirus either. There's what is it that you can do? I'll tell you, most of what is driving everything right now is just fear. Fear has caused the markets to go sideways. Fear has, consumed a lot of people. But the markets they're down for good reason right now. Jobs are gone. People have lost their savings. Maybe you have. People have lost their jobs. Maybe you have. It's not your fault, but it's happened. So witness just how fragile our system is. We've seen this happen before in the Great Recession, and it's happening again now. Witness how dependent you are on the system that has so quickly let you down. Have you spent years building up a portfolio only for it to be wiped away in just a few days? Have you spent years climbing the corporate ladder just to have your job gone now because of a virus, because of something completely out of anybody's control? This is the world that we live in, and this is where we have been. I'll tell you that, I have been preparing a little bit for this. I told you in my story about how I started my company in the depths of the Great Recession. This is what I do. This is my mission, is to help the folks when it gets to this. So a lot of people have reached out to me and asked for my advice and said, Owen, what do we do now? What's the next step? So I'll tell you this, that I have a unique perspective. Disease is no stranger to me. My mother passed away of ALS in 2003, and I watched what happens when an incurable disease ravages through a person, through a family. I'm currently on the board of directors of the ALS Association of the Golden West chapter. And every day we see people whose entire lives are turned upside down by disease they can't control, and how this changes not just their life, but the lives of the people around them. I'm a member of the LGBT community, and many of my friends deal with HIV. It's not as big of an issue. It's not as deadly an issue, as it was at one time before. But what we're seeing right now has happened before. And we've watched how many different groups of people have gone through this and dealt with a system that was just not there in place to help them in such a catastrophe like we're seeing right now. So here's my take on this. What we are looking at right now is not a blip on the radar. The lost jobs, market down, none of this is a blip on the radar. What we are looking at now is the new normal. If this were going to be over in a week, then it would be a different story, but it's going to be the new normal, and here's why. Because your company that may not be giving you a job any longer is going to adjust, and it's not going to need all the jobs again when the virus passes in a few months or several months. The markets, they'll come back, but business is going to look very, very different. People will be getting used to not interacting in public. If you can remember back to when the Great Recession hit, for a long time, having a luxury anything was considered rude or impolite, right? There were luxury cars. People didn't buy a lot of fancy stuff because If you had fancy stuff, it meant you weren't paying attention. It meant that you had your head in the sand, and maybe that you were one of the ones who either caused the problem or got really bit by the problem. So what's the corollary now? It is that people are not engaging in person. People are not gathering in person. People are not getting together. They're going to do it some other way. This is going to stick around. We are going to learn lessons over the next several months that we're going to keep. If you are waiting for the world to go back to how it was last week, then you will be waiting forever. If you are waiting for your job to return just like it was, you will be disappointed. If you are waiting for your portfolio to suddenly just bounce back to what it was without any changes or adjustment, you will also be sorely disappointed. This is the world that we live in now, and it's the world that we're going to live in to come. We're going to learn some great lessons out of this. We're going to have some really difficult experiences together, but this is how it is, and this is how it's going to be. So that being said, you have two choices, as we all do, as I do. Your one choice is to sit in fear and not embrace what's happening, to pretend it's not happening, and to wait for things to go back to the way they were. Or you can get on board. You can understand that this is the new normal. This is where we're headed now. And you can align yourself and start looking for these opportunities that are right underneath your nose to basically create your path forward. The system is not coming to help you. It has already let you down. It cannot handle what we're facing. But you have power. You can take control. You can move forward. So, one of the things, that you really can do right now, and this is what I tell anybody who's asking me, what can we do? I'm going to guess that if you're watching this video right now, you have a skill, information, or a product or a service of some kind that is incredibly valuable to the people in the world, in your life, in your world, right now. Maybe it's something that you have exercised before. Maybe you haven't. Maybe it's your secret hidden superpower. But now is the time for it to come out. If you have not been living aligned with your passion, if you have not been doing what you feel does the most good for yourself and the people around you and the people that you love, now is the time to do that. If you've been waiting for permission, then you have it now. The world needs it now. And if in the past you've had people telling you no, I am going to guess that those are the same people who can't help you now. The same people that you used to depend on, that you cannot depend on now, that our system has been shaken so fundamentally. So, think about how you can help the people around you, the people in your life, the people in your world. What do you have that can help them? We need it. They need it. I need it. You need it. By helping the people around you, you can also help yourself. If you are worried about lost income, if you are worried about lost finances, understand that everyone is compensated according to the size of the problem that they solve. If your employer is not around to pay you any longer, think about a problem that you can solve. I know for a fact you probably have I know for a fact that you have at least one problem that you can solve. Maybe you've already been solving it, maybe you haven't, but now is the time. So, all of this being said, I have been working very hard over the last few days on putting a few things together that is going to make this transition a lot easier for you. A lot easier for you to align your thinking, to help you to get rid of a lot of the fear and the suffering that you might be feeling right now, and to help you organize what it is that you can do to help you get on track, to really put the pedal to the metal, and help you get into action, to help you do something that will provide income for you, for your family, and it will provide valuable help for the people around you. So I will have more on this tomorrow morning, but I will let you know that I will be making an announcement to the folks on my email list first. That's the inner circle. So if you would like to be the first to know and to join the community here, where I will keep you posted on what I'm working on and how we can all move forward in this crisis together, then go to owenjward.com right now and sign up. And when you do, I will also send you a free copy of How to Unlock and Unleash Your Superpower. It's your guide to go from scarcity to abundance. If you get this guide, it will help you. It will help you to be happier. It will help you to release a lot of the fear that is coming up in this circumstance. It will help you to spot unnecessary fear when it comes at you from the world at large or the people around you. Get it? Read it right now. And in so doing, you'll also be one of the first to get my new announcement tomorrow morning. Okay, so go to owenjward.com right now. Sign up. Hit me up with any questions. Keep sending me your messages. I am here to help. It is my goal to be a voice of reason, a light in the dark here. This is a community for all of us to spend time in, to hang out in online. When we are socially distant, we can all be together here. So thank you so much. I'm with you. I feel you. Keep in contact. Go sign up. Get How to Unlock and Unleash Your Superpower. And I will talk to you more tomorrow. Peace and health to you and yours.